What's going on, everyone? DJ Fitness The News Reviews, and together with me, Chaos and Pain, Riot, the tub that left the production line without a label. Listen, people, listen. I'm gonna take you through the label of this thing, but then I'm actually gonna share with you my personal experience using this one over the last week or so. Yeah, people, because experience is what matters. And then, towards the end of the video, as usual in this channel, right here from the world's only FDA-proof bunker, I'm gonna give you my final verdict, should you still actually give a shit by then. And all I'm gonna ask in return, all I'm gonna ask, and it's not a lot, for this entire magnificent journey, is that you hit that like button. Listen, people, Chaos and Pain, love Chaos and Pain. I reviewed so many things by Chaos and Pain. I obviously reviewed the original version of Riot. I reviewed Permaswole, their pump formula. I reviewed Red Sky, the original version, which was slap you in the fucking face and kill you. And the new version, which doesn't slap you that hard, but is actually, in my opinion, a better version. It's just an amazing fat burner, every day, all day energy with appetite suppression and everything. I'm gonna link to both of these reviews below. I reviewed the nootropics, I reviewed a bunch of stuff, and they're coming up with a lot of new things, so check it out. I'm gonna link below to all of these reviews. Okay guys, Chaos and Pain Riot. So I reviewed the previous version of Riot maybe 2 years ago, and man, oh man, I loved Riot. It was one of these pre-workouts that had like this super plain label, but this shit hit so nice. Like, this thing hit totally different. Now, Riot, Chaos and Pain has been around for probably 12-14 years now, if you didn't know. And the first versions of Riot, which I didn't try, even at DMAA, I think. So this pre-workout specifically has a history of being sneaky people. Yeah. Anyway, so they changed it. Yeah, and I loved Riot. It made my top list for everyday pre-workouts. You know, pre-workouts that do not have DM whatever, do not have any exotic steams. So this one though, this one, which launches today, yeah, today, and a lot of people have been waiting for this. This one, they've changed it. So Chaos and Pain went actually the other way, where most companies go to these days, right? A lot of companies start with hardcore shit like DM, whatever, DMAA, and sometimes they sprinkle all kinds of amphetamines and all kinds of shit, but then they sort of, you know, they go back and they take things off and they go to the traditional side. Actually, Riot here, you're gonna see on the label, Chaos and Pain are taking the other way around. This thing actually has stuff that the previous version didn't have that put it in the exotic steam category. Okay people, so as you can see, this is, so Chaos and Pain sent this over a couple of weeks before the actual production line or the launch of the product, so I don't actually have the label, the full label. I'm gonna put it here so you can see it, right? And it's also on the thumbnail, you can see it. But this is the actual product that is dropping today out of the manufacturing line. The only difference is it's gonna have a label. Yeah, you can see that monkey there. Okay people, let me take you through the label of this thing, even though it has been scientifically proven that labels are just fucking labels. Actually, the previous version of Riot proved it. Labels are just fucking labels, people. Right? You can't review a label. It doesn't mean shit. You never know. You just never know how things are going to interact together. What's the quality of the ingredients. I tried pre-workout with 1.5 milligrams of alpha-yo that felt like 6 milligrams of alpha-yo. And I tried pre-workouts that the label said 12 fucking milligrams of alpha-yo where you felt nothing. 12 milligram, by the way, will kill you. Listen, people, we are here in the FDA-proof bunker, so Chaos and Pain do not need to worry about the shit that they put in this as far as, you know, is it banned by the FDA or not. By the way, let's take a minute to fuck the FDA that cares about the Riot, Genesis, and DMHA and DMAA more than they care about opioids. Yeah, fuck the FDA. Okay, people, let me take you through the label, and I'm going to read it from the phone here because I don't have it here, and, you know, I don't remember all of it. So listen, and I'm also going to put it here. So listen, people, beta-alanine at 3.2 grams, 25 servings, by the way, and the scoop is supposed to be 9.5 grams. Listen, people, listen. 3.2 grams of beta-alanine. Beta-alanine, you know, 3.2 grams is exactly what you want to see. Beta-alanine is going to help you with the tingling and supposedly also helping you with power output and muscle endurance. But really, we take beta-alanine for the tingling. We really, and when I say really, I like with tears in my eyes, we love the fucking tingling. If you do not like the tingling, the beta-alanine tingling, then you are not going to be a very good friend of this channel. Actually, you can go, just leave. No, you know what? Stay. Like the video, subscribe, watch the review. But we're not going to be very close because we obviously are not seeing how the world is supposed to be eye to eye. Yeah. Okay, people. The second thing is L-citrulline at 2 grams. So that's not a lot of L-citrulline. And that's literally, I believe, no, there's also nitrosigine at 500 milligrams, which is it's not a very high amount. So basically, these are the two only pump ingredients here. So obviously, Riot here is not supposed to be a pump formula just by reading the formula, even though you never know. But I'm going to get into the experience in a second, so wait for the experience. But there's not a lot of pump ingredients here, right? Like NO production. N-acetyl-L-tyrosine at 500 milligrams. So that's a focus ingredient. And usually you see 1 gram, 1.5 grams. So that's not a lot. But again, you have so much shit here. You're going to see the label is quite long. So you can't look at one ingredient by itself and say how it's going to work, right? Then you have, and this is really the big surprise here, Ariagenesis at, wait for this, 500 milligrams. 500 milligrams of Ariagenesis, people. Yeah, so Chaos and Pain knew that this thing is going to be reviewed first at the FDA approved bunker, so they added 500 milligrams of Ariagenesis. I love Ariagenesis. Focus, feel good. It just works great. If you have high quality Ariagenesis at the right amount with the other ingredients, I just love it. Then you have caffeine anhydrous at 300 milligrams, so that's a good amount of caffeine, but there's also cough citrate at 50 milligrams. So cough citrate is actually gonna hit you even faster than caffeine anhydrous. Caffeine anhydrous has a half-life of 40 minutes. Caffeine citrate is gonna hit you really fast. So that's so the idea here, obviously on paper, is that you'll have an immediate hit and then a prolonged hit with caffeine anhydrous. Then there's cocobuterol at 50 milligrams, which I really like. Then what else you have? Oh, then you have theophylline at 50 milligrams. It's an interesting ingredient. I have hit and miss relationship with theophylline. I mentioned this in other reviews I did here on the channel, because like sometimes it's a bronchodilator to some extent, and sometimes it just makes you feel like shit. For me, in some pre-workouts, and sometimes it's just amazing. They have 50 milligrams here. Wait for the experience, people. Okay, then the next one that they have here is Pro-GBB. Really interesting addition at 50 milligrams. So that's a trademarked ingredient. Basically, it's gonna make you sweat. Yeah, it's a thermogenic. It's gonna make you sweat. Your body heat is gonna go up. You're gonna burn more. You're gonna sweat more, burn a bit more calories. And then you have isopropanolsinephrine at 30 milligrams. So that's for energy and thermogenesis and all kinds of good stuff as far as a stimulant. Very interesting label. Obviously, the biggest change here from the previous one. I mean, there's a bunch of changes here. To be honest, it's a different label. But the biggest change here is the 500 milligrams of Ariagenesis. That is, like I mentioned, this is really the other way around from what usually companies do today, where they remove exotic stimulants. Okay, people, listen. Even with chaos and pain, labels are just fucking labels. Let's go into the experience, people, because this is what matters, right? This is what matters. So the flavor I have is, I don't fucking know. I'm gonna ask them and I'm gonna write here just that you know. I think that this is launching with 3 flavors. The flavor I tried, whatever it is, and I'm gonna write it here, is okay, right? There's a bit of an aftertaste, but really it's uneventful. It's not amazing, it's not bad, it's just okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, fuck your scale of 1 to 10 for flavors for pre-workouts. People, fuck it. Who cares? You drink it for 1 second, you're supposed to experience it for 5 hours. Chew a gum if you don't really like the flavor. As long as it's not disgusting, who cares? It should be between disgusting and I don't give a fuck. That's the scale. Anyway, this one is okay. It's okay, people. You'll survive. Okay, let's get into the actual experience. So let me start by the fact that the scoop is a bit heavier, right? So it's supposed to be 10 grams. The scoop is about 12.5 grams for me. I still tried a flat scoop. Just that you know, this review is for a flat scoop. I'm not gonna measure on the weight every morning when I train, and I think 99% of fucking humanity is gonna do that. So if you wanna measure 10 grams and call me and tell me how this shit went. I trained 5 times on this thing with a flat scoop, and that's it. Okay, flat scoop, people, flat scoop. Whew! Man, I took this like 3 hours ago. Okay, people, let me tell you. Riot by Chaos and Pain. The first version was fuck your label. The second version is fuck it again. This thing, you're gonna like Riot. Let me take you through the journey here with Riot. Let me start right out of the gate. There's no pump, there's no extra pumps with Riot. You're gonna be pumped because you're gonna enjoy your workout, but there's no extra pump. So I'm gonna put that aside. as far as the energy and focus and stimulant experience, because this is what we care about, people. So this thing is really interesting. This thing hits you right out of the gate. The hit is really, really fast. Like 5 minutes in, something is happening. You're gonna get the beta-alanine buzz. You're gonna even start feeling the energy literally 5 to 10 minutes in. You're gonna be on the move, like motivational, get shit done energy. And it goes like this, and then it goes with you. So for the first 20 minutes, you're gonna just go, okay, I need to go work out. This is the time to move my ass and start working out. 20, 30 minutes in, the mood elevation starts to pick up. And it goes up and up and up and sort of plateaus after like 45 minutes. So between 20 minutes and 45 minutes, that's when the mood elevation. This is the type of mood elevation, motivational, euphoric mood elevation, right? Like just feel good, in the zone, pick you up. Life is just, you know, everything just feels a bit better. And that's the type of mood elevation you're gonna get. And focus, very strong focus. Actually, I almost want to say the focus is even stronger than the mood elevation. You're not gonna get distracted. So the energy starts immediately. 20 minutes, it peaks, right? And it's exactly the perfect amount of energy. It's not a steam junkie experience, heart rate going up, oh my God, will I ever survive this workout? None, zero side effects. But 20 minutes in, like I said, the euphoria starts to, the mood elevation and focus starts to go up, and it peaks at around 35, 40 minutes. And then, and this is really interesting, 40 minutes in, suddenly I felt, and this is super consistent across my the entire 5 times I tried this shit, your airways open up. You suddenly can breathe better. It's really crazy, really, really interesting. Like suddenly you feel, oh my God, I can feel better. I breathe better. I can go, and man, it really helped me with endurance. Like you can just go for a longer time in the gym. So, and in the same time when your airways open up and you can breathe better, you can just breathe better, also you start sweating bullets, right? The pro-GBB, the synephrine kicks in at around that 45 minutes after you took it, right? After you took it. So for most of you guys, it's going to be right in middle of your workout, or just, you say 1/3, so everything peaks at, I want to say, about 40 minutes after you take it. So if you're going to take this 20 minutes before your workout, or 10 minutes before, 15 minutes before your workout, this is going to peak 30 minutes after you start, or 25 minutes after you start. And everything comes together. You breathe better, you have amazing, good, solid energy, you have that focus and euphoria, and you have that body sweat going up. Really, really nice. And there's a very good feeling post-workout of just well-being, right? Like this is a healthy steam junkie pre-workout, right? This is where this would fit. This is not, I mean, it lost its position as an everyday pre-workout in the sense of it doesn't have exotics with 500 milligrams of Genesis that definitely work here. But this is an everyday steam junkie. This is the category for this one. If you're looking for something that feels healthy, but still has that extra focus that you can't get from just caffeine, that extra focus, extra feeling of good mood, right? That airways upping up, endurance, man, this delivers. Riot by Chaos and Pain really lives up to the name that its predecessor left when they stopped manufacturing it. So I really like it. You guys should give it a shot. I'm gonna link below to the page on Fitness News. One other thing with Chaos and Pain, always super, like just perfect value for money. And definitely with the deals that we have on Fitness News, because this is what we do here, you know. We help you save money. This is what we do. We help you make smart decisions and save money. We always have like a good coupon with Chaos and Pain. For the day of the launch, we're gonna probably have an even more aggressive promotion. But then on an ongoing basis, just great value for money for 25 servings. Check it out, people. Really, if you're looking for one of these pre-workouts, everyday Steam Junkie pre-workout, can't go wrong. Not value for money, not experience. So the only thing I told you, there's pumps are not, really not gonna get extra with pumps, but anything else, you're gonna love this shit. You're gonna love it. Listen, people! I'm gonna link below to the page on Fitness News, where you can find the latest deal for anything Chaos and Pain. Check out also the other side, like I mentioned at the beginning of the review. Red Sky by Chaos and Pain, one of the best, the new version. Fucking amazing fat burner. Amazing for appetite suppression, just feel good energy. There's a pump formula, they have nootropics, they have a bunch of stuff. This company is real, people. Listen.